Well, I'm concerned about the arrests of people. I know that Pastor Mugabe remains in unlawful detention, but more worrying for me is the silence of our colleagues in opposition, in civic society. We seem to treat our leaders unequally. It appears that there are some who are more important than others. And as long as we continue in that direction, this will never succeed in what we do. So I would like to see more voices for Pastor Mugabe. I think he has done sterling work. He's shown tremendous courage. We're just speaking about the churches, and I think he's one of the leading lights from the Christian background to be at the forefront of a very difficult situation. So I wish really that people can unite and press for the unconditional and immediate release of Pastor Mugabe. I don't think he's committed any crime. If his prophecy is false, it shall come to pass. But there is no need to arrest him. And today, as I speak, the chairman of the MDC Youth Assembly has just been arrested, Comrade Vondo, and we need to see voices speaking out. We must voice out whenever the law is bended to persecute human rights defenders, opposition, politicians, and so on and so forth.
What would you say to the other civil rights organizations and leaders? Because like you just touched, I think I did mention it before to other journalists that, it seems like there's a hierarchy on the, civil rights activists. They seem like if it's Mawarire, it's something, if it's promise, it's something. And I was talking about Mugabe, you just mentioned, because some of the guys were saying, oh, Mugabe hasn't been, nobody has taken food to Mugabe. And I said, why? Because the other activities, you normally take food and people normally go there with money or whatever, know. What would you say to the fellow activists?
I think it's a terrible situation. We shouldn't be like that. As leaders, we must treat our people uniformly. Every human rights defender is important. And I think I want to extend and say that this thing is not going to be shouldered by an individual. We cannot put our hopes on a single individual. Be it Promise Mkwananzi, be it Morgan Chandirai, be it whoever. It has to be all people. That's the only way that this thing can get on. So it means that everybody matters. Pastor Mugabe matters. Another youth who was arrested in Lotito fighting for the same cause equally matters. So we want to have equal solidarity for all activists, really. And the other issue is about President Mugabe's birthday. I think it is the most irresponsible, idiotic, frivolous thing I've ever seen in my life. Here is a whole president going to Kezi, where Gukurahundi originated, to celebrate in the midst of poverty, in the midst of suffering, in the midst of injustice. Justice has not been achieved for the case of Gukurahundi. The people have not been reconciled. And you are the perpetrator of that genocide. And you go back to those people to freshen their wounds by celebrating, feasting and partying in the midst of those people. I think it is the most callous and the most hollow thing I've ever seen, I've ever imagined that President Mugabe would do. And I feel very powerless not to be able to help the people of Kezi and the people of Matebele at this point in time, to repel him from going to Kezi there, to carry out his senseless birthday.
Thank you.